Hi guys, this is Erika, and today I wanted to share one of Neville's lectures called Mental Diets. But before we start, I wanted to remind you that we are running a contest. We are giving away some free coaching sessions if you're interested. All the details are in the description down below. I also have a couple of courses, how to manifest a new specific person, and another one, how to revise the breakup and manifest your ex back, and a track of affirmations to manifest commitment. Also, if you're interested in coaching with me, I still have a sale going right now. Okay, so let's start. Like I told you guys in the beginning, I was reading one of Neville's lectures. It's called Mental Diets. It has a lot of really good jewels in there. And before I start with some of the things that I wanted to share with you today, let's talk about what is a mental diet. So when I am trying to lose weight, what I do is I go on a diet, meaning I'm restricting. I have to be selective of the foods that I'm eating to see a result. Now, when I'm talking about a mental diet, when I'm manifesting something that I desire, that means that I have to be very selective with the thoughts that I'm having to see a result. So if I want to manifest commitment, for example, I cannot allow myself to keep thinking that no one ever commits to me, or my specific person doesn't want a commitment, or they always just want friends with benefits, right? I cannot allow myself to keep thinking something that opposes what I want, the commitment, right? That's why I have to be selective with the thoughts that I have, meaning I have to just think from me being in a committed relationship, right? I'm selective because I want to change that 3D. So I have to think from already having the commitment. How would I feel if I'm already in a committed relationship? Who am I if I'm getting the commitment, right? How is this person towards me if he's committing to me, right? So I'm selective with the thoughts that I'm having to manifest that commitment. So, and we have to do that because our thoughts create, right? Our thoughts are very powerful. The subconscious mind is your faithful servant. Whatever it is that you're constantly feeding it, it believes that, okay, it must be truth, and then it pushes it out. That's why when I'm manifesting the commitment, I have to persist in telling myself the story of, I love being in this committed relationship. I always get the commitment that I want from who I want. My specific person is so committed to me because I'm the one for him, right? I persist in telling myself that story until the subconscious mind is like, okay, here it is. That's why it's also super important to not joke about something continuously if it's something that you don't want to experience, because the subconscious mind doesn't know if you're just joking. For example, if you are just joking all the time or making fun of yourself, like, oh my God, I'm so stupid. If you keep telling that continuously, oh, haha, I'm so stupid. Oh my God, I'm so stupid. Guess what? The subconscious mind doesn't know that you're just joking, and it will give you more evidence, right? It will manifest situations where you're like, oh my God, I am so stupid, right? That's why, again, a mental diet, it just means that I have to be very selective with what I'm thinking. I don't want to keep thinking negativity because I don't want to keep experiencing negative outcomes, because now I know the power of my thoughts, right? So what else was I gonna say about that? Anyways, I hope it comes back to me. But yeah, so let's get into the lecture. I don't know how much I'm gonna share, but I just thought that there were some good jewels in here that I wanted to share with you. So the first thing that I want to share is, he says, a man's mental conversations attract his life. As long as there is no change in his inner talking, the personal history of the man remains the same. See, if I keep telling myself, for example, if I want commitment, but if I keep telling myself, oh, no one ever commits to me, or my specific person has told me over and over again, I don't want commitment. I'm not ready for a committed relationship, right? If I keep having these thoughts, these conversations, I will keep getting the same result. So for me to see a different outcome, I have to change the conversation, even if I've never experienced that before. Even if it's a lie right now, right? I have to persist in telling myself a different story that supports the outcome that I want in order for it to manifest. So that's what he says. As long as there is no change in his inner talking, the personal history of the man remains the same. To attempt to change the world before we change our inner talking is to struggle against the very nature of things. Man can go round and round in the same circle of disappointments and misfortunes, not seeing them as caused by his own negative inner talking, but as caused by others, right? We know that everyone is me pushed out. I cannot blame my specific person for not wanting to commit to me, because he's just like, well, I don't know why, but I'm not ready for commitment. And I don't know why, it's just like he doesn't know why, but he has to reflect my inner talking of, I never get the commitment from the person that I want. That's why he's not committing to me. And the more I complain about it, the more he's not gonna do it, because that's my inner talking, right? So in order for my specific person to change his mind, I have to change the inner conversation, right? Because if I stay in the negative talking, no one commits to me, he doesn't want to commit to me, then I will just keep getting the same outcome. Okay, what else? Our inner conversations represent in various ways the world we live in. Our individual worlds are self-revelations of our inner speech. We are told that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof. For by their words they shall be justified, and by their words they shall be condemned. So see, with that free will that I have, I can talk about the most beautiful situation, right? Like, oh my God, like the commitment. Or I can keep telling myself like no one ever wants me. So I have that free will to think both. So I can, how does he put it? I can be justified, right? Or be condemned. Which one do I want? Do I want the positive outcome or the negative outcome? That's why it's important for me to have a positive mental diet that supports the outcome that I want. We abandon ourselves to negative inner talking, yet expect to retain command of life. Our present mental conversations do not recede into the past as man believes. They advance into the future to confront us as wasted or invested words. My word, said the prophet, shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in all the things whereto I sent it, right? So I've talked about that before. Your words are powerful. Your words are never going to come back to you empty. So we cannot abandon ourselves to negative inner talking. They say that we have 70,000 thoughts a day. All that is inner talking. And so what are we continuously telling ourselves? And it's all of those 70,000 thoughts are not unconscious. A lot of it is like we don't even realize that we're running that program of, let's say, like, he's not committing to me. Why is he not committing to me, right? Without me even like consciously thinking it. So again, in order to change that outcome, I have to be consciously telling myself that different story, right? Of that inner talking needs to match the commitment. So yeah, I can keep sharing this with you, but I think the main point that I wanted to address is be selective with your thoughts. Let's see. Our attitudes unfold within us in the form of mental conversations. Inner talking from premises of fulfilled desire is the way to consciously create circumstances, right? So once again, inner talking from premises of fulfilled desire is the way to consciously create circumstance. So when I want to experience something that I've never had before, right? Or maybe you have, but let's say I want that commitment. The inner talking that I'm having needs to match that fulfilled desire. No more thinking of the lack of what the 3D is telling me, of what my SP told me in the past. No, I have to persist in the inner talking from the fulfilled desire. And I persist until it hardens into facts, right? I think I've shared with you guys before that when I was in this relationship with this person, I kept thinking, why is he not claiming me? Why is he not putting in his social media that he's committed to me? So the more I will complain about it out loud or mentally, and like, why is he not committing to me? Or like, why is he not claiming me, right? Why? The more I will complain about it, the more he wouldn't do it. But when I changed the inner conversation, like, no, of course he's claiming me, right? I am someone that deserves to be claimed. He wants the whole world to know that I'm his lady, that I'm his girlfriend. And then he did it because I changed the inner conversations. So, see guys, this is simple, right? It's easy, right? But it requires some work, right? It requires persisting. It requires being selective with the thoughts that we are having. But it's easy. It's just a thought. It's not like I'm telling you, like, oh, you want that commitment? Okay, go climb 3 mountains and then swim across the ocean and then ride the bike 1,000 times around the world and then you'll get it. No, it's just I changed the thoughts that I'm having, right? I'm making a commitment with myself to think from already having, because I believe in the power of my thoughts. Period. Anyways, I hope that this video helped you. Once again, if you need help from me, I would love to help you. All the links are in the description down below. I love you guys. Bye.